Hello and welcome to one of our culinary skills tutorials. So in this one I'm going to be showing you two methods of preparing an onion. So I'm going to peel the onion first and show you that, and then I'm going to show you how to dice and then slice the onion. It's a really versatile method. We're going to use the claw and the bridge hold so you can cut it safely, and it can be used in a number of dishes, everything from spaghetti bolognese to stir fries to all sorts of salads that you can slice your onions on just to toss in through the salads and stuff. So you'll be using this technique all the time once you've learnt it, and you'll be able to do it so that you look like a pro. So let me start. With the onion then, I've got a waste bowl, which is very important to keep my service area nice and clean and tidy. I'm going to use the bridge technique to secure the onion, and then I'm going to use my knife and I'm just going to cut down and take the top off. I'm going to turn the onion round so I've got the root side, and again I'm just going to take off the little furry bit of the root, not cutting all the way up the onion like a lot of people do and waste the onion. Now, to skin and take the peel off the onion is two ways of doing it. You can use your knife and peel it with a knife like that, or if you've got little ones which you want to help you with the cooking, you can actually use a handle of a teaspoon, yeah, so they're not using sharp, and it's literally just tucking the teaspoon handle underneath the membrane and the skin and just pulling it down, and it is quite easy, so you don't even need to use a sharp knife to peel an onion. So this is probably the most safest way to get your children involved with cooking in the kitchen. So as you can see, I've now done the entire onion with just the handle of the teaspoon, and that's how easy it can be. So I'm just going to now come back to the board and my knife, and I'm going to show you how to cut this. So again, with a bridge, we secure the onion. I don't go all the way down to the board, I sort of halfway up the onion, and then what I do is literally look at where the root is, and I'm going to put the knife halfway through the root, and I'm just going to cut through right down to the board. Right, so you've got a nice even split. So for this one, I'll do the dice. So we leave the root in because it holds the onion together, and then you get your knife and you cut down to the board. Now, the thinner you cut, the finer the dice. So if you want chunky dice, you put lots of wide onion segments. If you want a fine one, you go a lot closer and have thinner segments. Always cutting down. Now, I'm not going right through to the root. I'm leaving a few millimeters from the root so it still holds together, so it doesn't fall apart. Then to turn it into the dice, I just literally turn the onion and I cut down across the cuts I've already done. And again, the wider you do it, the chunkier it is, the closer the cut it, the finer it is. I'm just going to clear this away into my bowl. And you can see the fineness of that dice. Now, the end bit we don't waste. Most people get to that and throw it away. But what I do is I just tilt it down from the cut side flat on the board. I take my end of my knife and I just do the lines down, turn it. So it's exactly the same technique that we've been doing on the larger. And I just then cut down to the root, and you can see it's just the root left, and that's all the wastage that we have. Of course, if you have a food bowl, a food bin, I mean, at home, you can put the waste into the food bin, or better still, put into a compost. So that's dicing. Now we're going to look at how to slice an onion. So like I said, the root holds the onion together, so we don't want the onion held together when we slice. So I'm literally going to use a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to cut the root out. And you can see that root is completely gone, so that's the waste. So with the onion now, I'm going to keep my knife nice and vertical, and I'm just literally going to slice down in the same direction as the lines of the onion, where you see there, okay? And again, you can do it as thick or as thin as you want. Great technique if you want onions in your hot dogs on bonfire night. So I get so far, and then I flip it on its side again, and then again I'm just slicing, and then you end up with these lovely slices that falls apart, and that's how easy it is to slice an onion. I hope you've enjoyed this, and now you can go and try it yourself.